Welcome back to the Daily Actor Interview Podcast. I'm Lance Carter. Here's a quick interview I did at WonderCon with two of the cast members of TNT's Falling Skies, Drew Roy and Sarah Carter, the long-lost sister I never knew I had. They talk about the upcoming season. There isn't a lot of actory stuff in it, but if you're a fan of the show, you're probably going to like it.
Hal's got a remarkably twisted twist.
Oh yeah, they took care of me this season. Gave me something fun to play. Now I'm not up until the season. Most of what Hal does involves this girl, and it continues, but in a whole new way. I feel like we really got to see the ins and outs of their relationship, or Hal's pursuit of the relationship, and her shooting it down last season. And so now we start off in this new season. We've really come along, and we're more of like a married couple. Like we live with each other. We have our own room. But because of everything, like you were saying with Raimi, of what's going on with Hal, because of the thing going in his ear, he has some issues and some troubles, and he needs some help. And Hal's not the kind of guy to just tell anybody that. But because of what these two have and their relationship, she's really the only one that is seeing the inner pain of what he's going through in these difficulties, because on the outside he tries to put up this front of, hey, I got everything. It might look like it's not together, but everything's fine, and he'll smile through it. She's the one that goes home with him and sees these struggles.
He's a bit snarky.
Does everybody know at this point that he's been infected?
Nobody knows. She's only privy to it just because of her intuition.
So how quickly does she figure it out, or we even see that part?
Off the top, there's curiosity as to why he is having these extreme mood swings, and he's treating me differently. She actually finds it sexy at points, which it was really fun to play with that. It wasn't so much a marriage for me off the top. I think, it's interesting, the circumstances, how Drew playing Hal would interpret it, and me playing Maggie.
Maggie. That's our name.
Do you know what that is? They are going to love that online. Oh, no.
She writes into those blogs.
There you go. We don't even need to say anymore. There's your bit.
The story's complete now.
Yeah.
You think there's a little friction in this relationship?
There is friction.
At least there's not been.
Yeah, it's never easy for these two, but there's deep loyalty there, and ultimately that prevails.
Does she then start to question his ability to go out into the field and to help, protect the rebels?
That's where Maggie likes to empower her man. She knows that his spirit will die if he isn't out in the field, and I don't think that he's never emasculated by Maggie in any way.
Does Hal have any misgivings about his ability to confidently go out there into the field?
Yeah, he's the same way we saw Tom in the second season, knowing something's off and how much can I trust myself. Hal's going through the same things, but with Tom, he was infected by red eye. So that's someone who put the eye bug at him for good. Whereas this time it's looking like Hal might have this coming from a not so good place. And so he's having those feelings, but even more extremely. And it even is showing itself in a more physical way than just the psychological, mental way. So yeah, he definitely...
He got his brother to get some assistance perhaps to help him out with that?
The interesting thing about this season was that we're all so caught up in our own stories that there's not a whole lot of interaction between us, which is how a lot of us end up going down darker paths or sliding off into the deep end, is because Tom is president, so he has many other responsibilities. Hal's already proven himself to be someone who can take care of himself, so he doesn't need to waste time with Hal, and therefore I sort of drift off into this darker place. She's the one that gets to see that. But with Ben, you would think that would have been somewhere that he could have gone. But then at the same time, the two of those characters really have come a long way as far as coming closer with each other. But at the same time, I think Hal has a little bit of a pride thing going on as well, to ask a younger brother about this kind of stuff. Maybe he's uncomfortable about it, on top of the fact he knows something is wrong.
Ben and Matt have a sweet relationship, though, this season. I think Ben takes on the role of the older brothers. Hal is so wrapped up in his own conflicts. Ben steps up this season and takes Matt under his wing. Actually, Maggie does that too. There's a lot of coming together for the sake of Matt. I think that's what brings the family aspect of the show, back in sight.
We're going to see some mothering instincts. Maggie's going to want to help out.
Yeah.
Matt's got that rebellious side that Hal comes from. We're going to see a little bit of that. He's going to get a little spunky this year.
Yeah. How's Hal and Matt's relationship going to evolve during the season?
Hal and Matt? Again, Hal's so caught up in his own problems that I guess later we see a little something. But for the bulk of the season, he's so focused on just keeping everything contained and not letting anything slip, because he knows for the betterment of the entire Charleston area, whatever you want to call it, that he's potentially dangerous to people. But does he want to come clean on that? Does coming clean, what does that mean? There's a lot of people that aren't happy about that kind of stuff. That would mean that we got Ben, who has spikes. Tom has had the eye bug. Like, we're a whole family of half aliens. So do I really want to come out and say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling a little fishy too.
Can you maybe comment about the Balm? How it felt to bring in a new alien species onto the show and interact with an unknown element again?
Doug Jones. So much fun to have on the show, I liked it. It was E.T., which is why I love Spielberg. It was really exciting to have such a fantastic character. They did a great job with his look, and they hired Doug. I think it's an awesome element to add.
And with all the elements going on in Charleston of information somehow being leaked, you got your eye out on several different characters as to how this is happening. And with this new species coming in, what are their motives? Why are they here? Are they good? Are they bad? They seem good. They're definitely helping us. I think we're showing, I'm not sure what the clip is today, but in the very beginning we see some of their technology at work. But are they really that transparent with us? What's going on with them? So having that new aspect of a new alien really causes some potential drama.
Thanks for listening, and keep coming back to Daily Actor for more interviews. I'm Lance, and I'll talk to you soon.